taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? You already know who this is. Your boy King P, Bodega Boxing in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go.
Yes, sir. You know, King P Bodega be straight from the sewer, but you know he has a little bodega. You know, so anyone banned the bodega for tonight or nah?
Winless football teams are banned. If you're a fan of a winless football team or just a trash football team, you're out the bodega today.
Hey, that's what it is. You know, yeah, keep it real, man. You know, no losers allowed. Yo, just take that shit elsewhere. You know, take that shit to like 7-Eleven or some shit, nigga. So, but yeah, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's your boy Conscious Pod, aka the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff. Listening to Ring Radio. Let's fly. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. You know, Conscious Pilot. You know, he stays elevating above the clouds. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yeah, you already know who the fuck it is. It's your boy Rome Top 5 in this bitch. Yeah, Chicago's home, nigga. Ring Gang, what's up?
Yes, sir. Rome Top 5, Chicago, aka Chicago win, because he leaves these niggas in the breeze. Can you dig it? So that's what it is, man. Yo, it's good to have him again on there. You know, because you know he a little viral today. You know,
I'm a little rusty though. Back-to-back pods. When was the last time I've been on back-to-back days?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's probably been a minute. You back-to-back pods.
I'm finally showing up to work. Ain't that a bitch?
That's what it is, yo. But yeah, my man Rome got a little viral today. You know, thanks to our last but certainly not least, our final guest. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hi everybody, it's Naika with Naika. You can catch me here on YouTube or Naika with Naika. Yeah. Thanks for having me again.
No, of course. We definitely enjoyed having you back last night. We definitely, of course, enjoyed you cut the clip of of our brother, Shuttleworth, challenging one art man, to art off, draw off, all that, and then Rome, had to reiterate that just in case he didn't understand no English. You know what I mean? So that clip had all of us rolling, and apparently other people rolling too. So that was a good look. But Art Man, if you hear this, we respect your hustle though. But my man LB wants all the smoke. Can you dig that? So yeah, you got.
It's kind of looking like he can't draw from scratch. Is what it's looking like. I think we pulled that card. I think we exposed that information. I don't think you can draw from scratch because any other time you would jump on it. But I think we found a weakness.
Well, I'm saying we can't knock the hustle though. But I'm saying though, my man LB Shuttleworth the God wants to smoke. So yeah, you're gonna have to see that man sometime. You're gonna have to bring that colored pencil. Word up. So yeah, man. Tonight, we got it's the NFL, man. It's the football chat, man. We're 4 weeks in, man. Football has been. Football's actually been pretty damn fucking good. At least in my world, it's been pretty good. And of course, can anyone tell me why it's so good in my world? Like the Ring Gang contingent, can everyone tell me why?
Oh, you're damn fly Eagles fly. God damn it! We're never gonna hear the end of this.
Whoa, slow down! No, it's the incredible Philadelphia Eagles. What's all this damn shit all about in front of it? Nah, that's the wrong adjective, brother. So, the incredible Philadelphia Eagles. See, after week 4. They are the only undefeated team in the NFL. Clap for them, people. Clap for them.
No,
it's about damn time, man.
You clap yourself. We don't care. Whatever.
Yes, So yeah, it's honestly they've actually surpassed my expectations. Even myself. I mean, I thought we would at least watch one of these fucking games in the first. I honestly, I'll be 100% real. Like, I didn't think that the Eagles were. We're going to be that tough because, frankly, I'm not a big fan. I wasn't a big fan of Gannon, but Gannon, after the first game, where I think a couple of the Ring Gang members heard me have a meltdown, You know,
Yeah, you was ready. You was ready to throw a couch
Best
through
thing
the
y'all
window.
niggas did was get rid of Nick Foles and Carson Wentz, nigga. That's the best thing y'all niggas could have ever done for y'all team.
Well, Nick Foles, I'm not. No, Nick Foles is not negative. Like Nick Foles, he went and got the money because he deserved to get the money. You know, but yeah, Carson is another thing. We'll probably touch about Carson's situation a little bit.
But my
yeah.
49ers beat the Rams on Monday, so yeah.
Sorry, Pilot.
I would like
Sorry,
to put that in there.
That's like the calmest 7th time in a row besides the playoffs. So
The 49ers didn't get a win. The Rams is just trash.
hey. We still got the rings until they're taken off our fingers though.
That's true though, but yeah, I think for now the Rams got like Super Bowl hangover. Like that's pretty much what it is. Like I mean, like but then of course it doesn't help that your O line is kind of depleted, and you know Stafford is getting sacked even more times than Carson Wentz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's getting beat up. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, like he's only one hit away from probably getting another concussion. You know, so it's like
Yeah, where Odell? Bring Odell back.
yeah. So like so. Yeah, because every single time it seems like every single time that he takes a snap, like he's running for his life. Like it seems like all teams know how to do is just either just blitz him and just, or Stafford's fact is there's not much for scrambling and he's just getting tackled left and right. Like honestly, yeah, like, I don't know what's going on with your Rams, Pilot, but yeah, well, you guys are like 2-2, right?
Yeah, 2-2, but we've been outscored a lot in the fourth quarter. It's looking bad, but I don't think we're going to win the division this year, but we'll see what happens. It's still early enough.
Yeah, meanwhile, though, Jimmy G, for some reason, that dude has 9 lives because we were watching that game. Like, I was also watching the game, man. And Jimmy G is clearly not the player that he used to be, but he's a hell of a game manager. He's like,
Let's be honest. The Rams is just an easy win this year. Let's stop playing.
So, but wait. So, what was the excuse that y'all using for the Rams? They're having Super Bowl what?
Super Bowl hangover.
So this is the excuse that we're giving the Rams, Super Bowl hangover. Okay.
I mean,
I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Oh no, they lost fair and square, but they're seeming to take the step back that a lot of Super Bowl winning teams happens. Oh, the next year it's like, oh, things ain't the same now. And
Yeah.
the Rams are seeing that right now. Hopefully they'll pick it up, but I mean, for Pilot's sake, I don't need him to be. I don't need him to be depressed all year.
Yeah, depressed Pilot. No, we're all right.
Yeah.
None of the passengers on your plane can help your team out?
Maybe we gotta figure it. We gotta find the right one. We gotta find the right passenger.
So your passengers might be better blockers. Get them on the line.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Shit. You might take them, pad your O line. Goddamn.
So if it makes you feel better, your O line is still better than the Jets' offensive line, unfortunately. But we've won, so you know what? I'm not going to complain too much. 2-2 after 4 weeks. This was a best case scenario. So
Wait,
right?
Y'all came back. Wait, hold on. Y'all came back. Was it the Steelers? We're
yes, against the Steelers. We were down against the Steelers in Pittsburgh, where we always historically play horrible in. And the rookie started looking good when they put him in. And then, I was the defense then stepped up at the end, thankfully, and Zach Wilson, looked like what we want him to be. So you know what? I was happy. He showed some drive. He was able to, he showed some get away from the pocket, scramble, showed good poise. So you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm happy. 2-2, probably 3-2 after we beat these sorry ass Dolphins on Sunday. So things are looking good. I'm happy.
Hey, Ro, man, what's going on with your Bears, bro?
What's going on, nigga? We ain't got no fucking
The
quarterback.
Bears. Now don't say it like that no more.
We ain't got no quarterback. Our quarterback
Old
is
school.
No. Y'all have a quarterback, but the GM isn't doing anything to help him. Got a terrible offensive line and no wide receivers. What you think was going to happen?
And your running backs.
That man is running for his life back.
And I think Montgomery's hurt the running back, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, he's hurt. But
He's on my fantasy team. Yeah, I know he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
We don't got the playbook for Justin Fields. That's what it is. It's another coaching era. This is our first year coach again. Like we flying through coaches. We don't know how to. We're not established how we're supposed to be.
The Bears always
we're not supposed to be getting, but we getting them. You feel me?
I mean, you guys are 2-2, so I mean, that's
We're 2-2 too. So that's
Yeah, 2-2, but we could have easily been 0-4. So
that's also true.
that's why Like, but we should have beat the Giants last week.
I'm actually surprised because I don't understand because the Giants every time I watched the highlights, I was like those cats were playing horrible. Like pretty much Daniel. I mean, wasn't Daniel Jones like knocked out of the game or was it?
No, he was still in the game.
His ankle got fucked up. His ankle got fucked up.
His ankle got fucked up. He like I don't think he's seriously hurt, so he'll be fine for next week. But they're not looking good either. The other New York team. You know.
Are you guys on any fantasy team? Like,
oh my god,
yeah,
I'm in 8 leagues, bro. I'm in 8 leagues now. I'm way over my head. I'm just in way too many for my own good.
I used to have this guy at my old job and I was like, ooh, 21, 22. And he used to do like, he was running the numbers himself. He would just give us boxes and then we would just check off who was going to win. And then, you get paid if you pick the right team to win. And I used to make a killing off of that. Then somebody snitched on him at work and said that he was running like a gambling thing.
Oh, good.
Did he get fired?
What a bitch.
No, he didn't get fired, but he didn't trust anybody after that. So the only few people he trusted, he started emailing us, directly and giving us the sheets to fill out through email. But yeah, I miss having like something like that to like join in with like.
That sounds like that sounds like Survivor, like Survivor. They call it Survivor, I believe now, like a Survivor pool. Because I've done those before, where you pick like if anybody doesn't know, the Survivor pool is like you have to pick like a matchup every week to where like you pick a team that's gonna win, that you think is gonna win. If they win, you advance, but the caveat is you can't pick the same team more than once. So once you pick that team, you can't pick them again. You have to pick a new team. And like it's a lot of fun, but it's also kind of hard.
No, I was just like he had a list of all the games that we used to have to pick the winners, and then you had to pick like the Monday night football game on who would how many points they were gonna win by, and then if there was somebody was tied, the Monday night game would kind of break the tie with the number that you chose for how many points, So whoever was closest to the points that they won by, then you would win the whole pot.
Yeah, stuff like that makes football more fun to me.
Yeah, man. I love that.
See, I say for me, because I spend enough time on football and boxing as it is. I know if I do fantasy league, I know it's popular at work. I'd be like, yeah, it would cut into a lot of like my productive time. I'm supposed to do something else.
Yeah.
I mean, yes and no. It's like one click of the button, but like it's on your phone. You could just click, put your lineups in, and that's it. Especially for football because it's only on the weekends and Thursdays. But it's just like, yeah, it does get addicting. So especially when you have as many leagues as I do. I start off with just one, then 1 turns to 3, and then 3 turns to 5, and then 5 turns to 7, and I can't do any more than 7 because I'd have to pay to be in more leagues, like for Yahoo. So I'm like, you know what? This is how I know I need to chill. So I keep it at 7. Yeah. And through like 4 of them are money leagues. The other 3, like that, I think that's the next thing. I'm after this year, I'm cutting out the free leagues. Because I already have enough money leagues. I don't need fucking free leagues to consume my time if I'm not making any money.
Any money on them, yeah.
So yeah,
cut those out now.
that'll cut it down from 7 to like 4 leagues.
I would cut those out now.
I mean, I already started the season, so I can't. So I gotta be dedicated to the season. But after next year, I'm not gonna renew them because too much time consuming.
Hey, Pilot, how's your fantasy leagues going? How are your fantasy leagues going?
It's cool. I only run one. It's through like a little Madden league we do. So it's cool. Like I was doing well. I started 2-0, but now I'm like 2-2 because Justin Jefferson's been in a slump and
yeah, he has. He's been locked down. That's why.
he's been getting locked up and shit. But that's all right. I haven't done it in years. Like the last time I actually did fantasy really was like, and it was an auto draft because I was busy. But it was the Chris Johnson 2K. When he ran for 2,000 or something.
God damn.
So I haven't done it in a minute, but I mean,
that's a long ass time ago. Just this game.
I'm 2-2. I gotta actually get back into it.
That's what it is. Rome, what about you? I know you definitely into some fantasy shit.
Rome. Hey, bro, what's up? What's up with you?
It's not like he's roaming around.
Oh, and he came on back at he had 2 of his things on, so maybe he clicked out the wrong one.
Oh, he got 2 of them now. Yeah.
Yeah. But but there's only 1 now, so I don't know where the hell he went to.
Might have been you might have the inactive one up because maybe the other one was the one that.
Well, he wouldn't hear it unless he's still in the back room on the other one.
All right. Let me kick him from the studio. He'll be back. So, Nike, what do you think about your Niners, though? Because obviously your team is they're trying to do something.
Yeah, we're trying to do something. I don't think we're gonna win it this year, but I'm just being honest because I'm a Knicks fan also, so I'm just trying to start to be a little bit more realistic about things because I've been so disappointed with my Knicks for year after year after year. So I'm just like, if I don't really see it, then I'm gonna be honest with myself. So I don't think we're gonna win it this year.
I mean, you guys did have a deep playoff run last year, so
yeah. But we don't. I feel like we don't really do those back to back. We're like maybe every other year.
Yeah, that's true. So, Rome, are you back? Can you hear us?
No.
Rome is must have some technical difficulties, man. So
yo.
Oh, there you go.
Yo.
So yeah,
I'm here.
All right, Rome,
My bad. It wasn't. I was talking. It wasn't. I don't think y'all could hear me.
No, we couldn't because it was muted.
No, but I do want to say that I am happy that Deebo Samuel stayed with us because I really love him. I really love him, and I would have been very upset if he would have went somewhere else. Oh my god.
Yeah. I remember because he was mad over the in the offseason, but yeah, he's a dog. He's a monster.
The funny thing is they were very close to trading him. So like I had
I know, and I was having like anxiety.
I had an inside source on it. Somebody I know like that has like some info like within the organization. So the Jets, because I know the Jets were interested in him before the draft. The Jets and the 49ers
that would have been the end of his career.
the Jets and the 49ers agreed to a trade for Deebo for the first round pick because they had 2 first round picks, the 4th overall and the 10th overall. They agreed in principle to just give them the 10th overall pick and get Deebo. When it came draft time, the 49ers then flipped it and asked for more, and the Jets were just like, nah, fuck out of here. We're just moving on. We're not going to deal with this anymore. But it almost happened. I'm glad too. So, it worked out for both teams. So,
yeah, Deebo's the only weapon y'all got right now because Kittle has been, out of sync. I don't know what the fuck.
He got hurt.
I got him on my fantasy squad, and now that nigga's been
before the season started. So now he's got to work his way back.
Yeah, that's the worst draft pick I got on my squad, nigga. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, how's your fantasy stuff going, Rome?
2-2 in both my leagues, 7th place, because I haven't been scoring points. Like this week, I won and I scored 74 points. The nigga I played had 55 points. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on out here?
I mean, you probably if you pick George Kittle, that lets me know you drafted a tight end too early. You don't draft tight ends that early unless it's maybe Travis Kelce.
I had 7th pick, so I was doing back-to-backs. So check out my squad. On that squad, I got Pat Mahomes, McCaffrey. Oh no, I had the first pick on this one. So I got McCaffrey, Pat Mahomes, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, Adam Thielen. I got a squad. George Kittle, Jerry Jeudy, Curtis Samuel, Michael Carter, and Russell Wilson as the backup QB with LA defense. So I need to drop them niggas because
all right.
Because them niggas let niggas run up a check. Them niggas be running up 30 points on the Rams. I can't fuck with them no more. I drafted the fucking Rams defense.
So 2 mistakes right there. Two mistakes from one fantasy football player to another. I still think you drafted Kittle went tight end too early. You could have actually waited another spot or two and got TJ Hockenson, and you would have actually been in better shape. And the other one is, why are you picking Russell Wilson as your backup quarterback when you already drafted Pat Mahomes? Like, you don't need him because you already have Pat Mahomes. You could have picked a backup way later in the draft and used that pick that you use on Russell for a wide receiver or a running back that will give you more impact. That wasn't a good move. Just saying.
You're wrong. That's silent. Oh shit! I guess you told him.
This is how you know I play.
I think.
This is how you know I play too much fucking fantasy football when I'm doing it here. I'm like telling him all of his mistakes. Like, yeah.
Well, look, hold on. What about my other squad? I got Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Waddle, Devonte Adams, Devin Singletary, Kyle Pitts, Aaron Jones, Julio Jones.
That's not.
And then I got that's a great team. That's a great team to me. I got Philly defense. Shout out Pat. And I got Evan McPherson.
That's not a bad team. Yeah, I don't know. There's still time though. It's only 4 weeks. You still got 10 more weeks to go. So you enough to make a run. So
yeah, 2-2. I'm still straight.
So who do y'all think is gonna go all the way? If you're not being biased with your team.
I mean,
as much as I hate to say this, and it hurts me to say this, and I want to rip my tongue out fucking saying this. I think the Bills are gonna make it out to AFC. And
Them were the Chiefs. Them were the Chiefs.
What? No, I think the Bills are good. I think the Bills from top to bottom are actually a better team than the Chiefs. And I think you're going to see that when it comes.
Oh yeah, I agree. But I think we're going to see a rematch. You know what I mean?
I hate that I'm saying this because I fucking hate the Bills. Like I was talking to on Twitter about this with a fellow Jets fan of mine because he understands this. Like because we're playing the Dolphins and he's like, real Jets fans hate the Dolphins more than the Patriots. And I said, this is absolutely true because real Jets fans before the Tom Brady era did not give a fuck about the Patriots. They were irrelevant. We hated the Dolphins. We hated the Dolphins and the Bills way more than I always fucking hated the Bills. Hated them. So it's like, for me to say they're probably going to make it out the AFC is like, I just want to fucking rip my tongue out.
Well, I didn't mean to hurt you like that by asking that question.
It's okay. I hope I'm wrong, but
I mean, honestly, if it's not the Bills or Chiefs, then something went horribly wrong. Like, I personally think it's going to be the Bills.
At least I'm not alone in that thought process. The NFC, I still need. The NFC is a little more tricky than the AFC because there's still a couple of teams. Like, I think people are kind of people are trying to write off the Packers too quickly, but I'm not going to write them off. They have a good defense. Aaron Rodgers will get going, will heat up as the season goes on.
I mean, he barely won that against the Pats. Against the Pats, was it third string or whatever?
Yeah, third string. Yeah, I know. But I'm not going to write them off just yet. I'm not. The Vikings, I think, are pretenders. Your Eagles have them. But if the Eagles are playing like this, it might be them.
And I think we all said the Saints after week, but not the Saints.
And the funny thing too, I didn't even say the Eagles when we talk about it, but I mean, I thought the Vikings would do it, but I don't think it's gonna be the Vikings.
So I mean, and then we'll see about the dark horse that is the dark horse that is. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and then of course, we have the honorable mention of the Dallas Cowboys.
Nigga, don't mention them niggas.
I mean,
them
they're
niggas ain't nothing
playing
but a
well.
defense. They
They're
ain't
playing
nothing
well,
but a defense and a backup quarterback. They looking like the Eagles that year they went to the Super Bowl. Low key.
They need to play Dak when he gets back. The media wants to start a quarterback controversy. No, put Dak in. He's your best quarterback.
Listen, if I'm playing a Madden online and a nigga puts in Cooper Rush over Dak, I'm quitting. That's like, yo, nigga, you trying me at this point. It's like, I'm not playing this nigga. This nigga knows something I don't.
No, I hear you. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because it's still kind of early. So like things might play out a little differently by week 9. By week 9, we could be having a whole different conversation.
Yeah, is Dak playing this week?
No, he's not.
No.
Jerry said that his grip is 100% on the ball, so Cooper's coming in for next week.
He's not.
So if Cooper wins again, and Dak come in and lose, that's a wrap for Dak.
I think they're gonna look like maybe week 8 because I think they have a bye week 6 or 7. So I think after that they'll probably evaluate it more. So
are you guys heavy into college football too, or no?
Not as much. I don't keep up with college football, but there's just too many teams. Too many leagues. And I don't get to watch all of them. Like a lot of the guys on Twitter, they're big into college football, and I ask them for like their opinions because it's like they know much more about college football than I do. I'm just like I'm overwhelmed by the amount of teams that there is, and just keeping up with all the Alabamas and the USCs and like
right.
Yeah, I watch it. I was watching earlier more about it, but I mean, yeah, this day and age, I don't remember the names. You know, once you get older than them niggas, you don't invest yourself in it.
Yeah, that's just college football is background TV. Like nobody gives a fuck who's playing. Nobody gives a fuck who's scoring.
No, I mean they're interesting. They're interesting to watch. I'll watch college football games, but it's just
because them niggas dropping 50 points a night now. Nigga, it's hard not to watch that.
No type of defense, like none.
Every quarterback is going for 5 touchdowns, 700 yards. This shit's ridiculous.
Right.
It's like, fucking what? And then they get in the NFL and they can't even start. Like, fuck them niggas.
So let me ask y'all this, because I was talking about this earlier today. Since Nika mentioned college football, because people talk about like the college football, overtime rules. What do y'all think about the new overtime rule that the NFL changed it? Like that they changed it to overtime.
What did they change?
Now both teams get a chance no matter what to start off. Like both teams get a chance regardless. So even if the team that scores a touchdown, the first drive scores a touchdown, the next team still gets the chance. Both teams.
I thought if whoever scores the first touchdown on the first possession wins the game.
No.
Yeah.
How it is now? Well, if you remember how it used to be, it was sudden death. First to score wins.
Yeah,
exactly.
Then
they changed it.
They changed it. So
if you kick a field goal, no. If they changed it to if you kick a field goal, then you get a chance to score.
To score, yeah.
So either score a field goal.
If you score a touchdown to start,
if you score a touchdown,
field goal in the game. Right.
So
if you score a field goal, they just kick off. You just keep playing.
Yeah. So now it's even if the team that gets the ball first scores a touchdown, the other team still gets a chance.
No, that's whack.
That's stupid.
That's whack.
Yeah, I don't like that either, but.
That's giving sorry defenses and good offenses a chance to win games. Like fuck that.
Facts.
And then a higher chance to hurt these football players. Like it's not like
exactly. And my biggest here's the thing. My biggest
that
issue
take away the excitement. It's like the next score win. It's like okay, if they make this first down, they're in field goal range. Like that was exciting. Like niggas trying to stop niggas from getting in their field goal range. Niggas hitting 60-yard field goals to win the game in overtime. That's classic moments. They just like kind of ruin some shit.
I think
you can't. It's really no walk-offs unless it's like a breakaway touchdown. There's really no walk-offs in overtime. It's like now you get a field goal, I get a field goal. Maybe I missed. Maybe you return it. Maybe like too many options.
So, like, I think because people are wanting to do what college football does with the overtime rules. Like, do you know how the college football overtime rules work?
Yeah, keep going back and forth. Basically, I like having, because if you remember the Chiefs Bills game, like it felt kind of cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's not cheap. You stop the team from scoring. Like you shouldn't get rewarded for having shitty defenses. Fuck out of here. Defense still matters to me. Like, it
wasn't really bad defense. It was just Mahomes versus Allen.
That was a classic.
How many defenders can guard either one of those quarterbacks?
Those motherfuckers are God mode, right?
See, my thing is this. It's like this. Here's how I look at it. Why it's nonsensical is because, okay, what if the first team that gets it scores a touchdown? Then the second team that gets it scores a touchdown. Now we're back to sudden death. What if the team that got it first then turns around and scores? So it was basically for nothing. You could have just ended it the first time. It would have been the same fucking result.
Well, I guess it's like a tester, like a double check to see if your defense is really trash. It's like, okay, if they score, their defense kind of trash, but if they score twice, then it's like, okay, they deserve to lose.
See, the problem is people just aren't happy, and they're always going to complain. And I guarantee you, there are going to be people that are going to be like, you know what? I want the overtime. I want them to play a full overtime quarter, like a full.
You know what it is? I feel like every off season, the board members just get bored. Board members get bored, and they be like, let's just change some shit. Let's adjust the laces on the football. We're gonna make them, they just change some shit for no reason. Like nothing needed to be fucked with. Everything was fine. Niggas was getting teed off on kick returns. Now niggas just kicking that shit straight through the ends. That was one of the worst changes to me. The kicking through the end zone shit. Like
hell yeah.
I hate that shit. When I played football, nigga, kick returns was the funnest shit. That's the funnest part.
Y'all want to address the tweet that Antonio Brown?
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Because he said, I'm telling every team that needs some offense to pick up AB because he's shown that he still has the ability to expose a D.
Oh my god.
And that was a play on him, exposing his dick on.
I know that's you because you're a woman. I know you appreciate it, but
what the fuck men, is this shade room talk? What the fuck?
But there's a bigger issue with this, Rome, and that's that AB is he's beyond gone. He's batshit crazy to the point where it's like.
So you think that anybody should sign him?
No,
I don't think anybody's gonna sign him.
The Jets, maybe the Jets.
No, absolutely not.
He's old.
At this point,
the Jets sign everybody, nigga. They might pick him up on a 1 week contract.
No, the thing is, if you've seen interviews with him, for the longest time, I was watching him on First Take, and I just looked at his eyes, paused, and I was like, his eyes look glazed, he definitely already has CTE. You could just tell.
Yeah, he definitely has.
People talk about Odell Beckham and how and his antics. AB makes Odell Beckham look like a saint. This dude is crazy. This dude is all out his mind. I can't see him signing with any team, especially after the whole incident where he just walked off the field. I don't see any team wanting to deal with that.
No, not gonna deal with that. Yeah, no, and it's just that because it's just one manic episode after another. I mean, he's clearly not. If he's on medication, he's clearly not taking it. And it's I mean, someone needs to really monitor him. Yeah, and yes, those sus pictures in Dubai. Yeah, that was very unnecessary.
Well, it's clear the NFL. It's clear the NFL don't care about their players because this shit keeps happening to niggas that are Hall of Famers, and they don't give a fuck.
What was your question, Mecca? What was your question?
No, so that was another question on top of it. Do you think because he's not playing football that makes him have these random episodes? Do you think if he was getting back in the game that he'd be happy?
Stay busy.
They don't give a fuck.
Be busy, keep his mind.
No, I think it would help fuel his vices even more.
Really?
Yes, football is you have to be a little honestly, and people have said this for the longest, and it's kind of true. You kind of have to not be right already to play football. Like
I'm telling you, like when I was on the defensive line, yo, we was barking at the offensive line. I used to come up out of the huddle and just start barking at these niggas like I'm a fucking chihuahua or some shit.
And that's what I feel like he needs that back in his life. You know,
like it's football. Football is like a different lifestyle. Like when you in that shit, it's just like it's a whole vibe. Like ain't no like if that nigga been getting hit like that for like 20 years, nigga, 15 years.
He doesn't need any more of those type of hits.
This nigga had fell out with a team he was on for 10 years, and he just started going off. You should have known when he was going off on Ben Roethlisberger saying, "Oh fuck you, nigga, you should have went to jail," saying all that shit.
Can you name another player in the NFL who's acted out like this? And because I hope y'all aren't gonna think about all of them.
Absolutely not. T.O. got a really bad rap for like he was completely disrespected for no reason.
Him and Chad Johnson are saints compared to AB.
AB,
yeah.
Like I can't think of another player.
No, it's sad and crazy.
No, I can't. I mean, probably
there's a few.
It's probably
maybe
like
Ray
Jones. Yeah, Pac-Man Jones.
Ray Rice.
Yo, Pac-Man Jones.
Ray Carew. I mean, it's about to old school. Ray Carew.
Ray Carew.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Yeah, I'm not going there with that.
I'm just saying that's
no, Ray.
It's sad because
get out of here.
Or Ray Rice. What about Ray Rice?
Oh, Ray Rice.
That was a nigga.
Yeah, Ray Rice had a moment. I'm not gonna condone domestic violence or anything like that. But like that was his one moment. Like AB has passed that millions of times already. Like I'm sorry. Ray Rice was fucked up for what he did. AB's like he's done too many incidents that already is just like nah. Dude,
okay, this is like the Johnny Manziel. He like Johnny Manziel.
Oh well, Johnny was a dickhead that didn't need football. So
it's sad though for AB because pound for pound he's a Hall of Famer for sure. But
he is. He's definitely.
But he's
yeah, he finally got the ring and everything. Like he should go into the Hall of Fame. But
what's wrong with you?
They might blackball him because of all his antics and everything. Like
the dude fucking called the Oakland Raiders GM a cracker. Like
and Tom Brady shit. Tom Brady stayed at his house and then he just Tom Brady after. Like it's just
and like Tom Brady loves that guy too. It's like he's one of his best friends and everything. And he pulls that shit. It's weird.
It is.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of another player who's acted out like he has, and I couldn't think of one.
There's been a few back in the day, but
those were more like cocaine rages back in the day.
Well, no.
There's some guys that have really done some fucked up shit. Like I remember that defensive tackle Albert Hainsworth. He was a psycho dickhead that like
or the motherfucker on the Bengals. Perfect, Vontae's perfect,
Well, he's the one that laid out.
He's the one that gave AB the CT.
Yeah, I remember that. That game was hard too. I love that game. That game was dope hard.
Game. That was a vicious game.
Yeah, that was the game where the other cat got paralyzed. Like the dude was out there, couldn't move his legs.
Are we talking about Ryan Shazier?
Yeah.
Shazier. Yeah.
That game was hard, yo. I was like, God damn, like this is like the '80s all over again. God damn. But AB is like because you just don't want because you can literally see him like coming apart, but like no one is helping him because he's not helping himself. So it's just like he's gonna have all these incidents. There's gonna be more incidents of him in the pool harassing other women or taking sus pictures of him holding his dick out in the pool, like this stuff like that. I mean, it's not gonna stop. I mean,
it shouldn't have gotten to this point. I honestly think, unfortunately, some people like enabled him because at first it was, haha, oh, look at AB, it's kind of funny. Like, it's not even funny to me anymore. Like, I don't find any of it funny anymore.
It was never really funny, though, to me.
I mean, okay, I can understand kind of like the first time, but now it's just not funny anymore.
No, but I just looked something up and they said, I was just looking up something that says, a question that says, how many NFL players have killed themselves due to CTE? And it says more than 315 former NFL players have been diagnosed with CTE and killed themselves.
Because let's be honest. like football is a punishing sport. Like the longer you play, the more damage. I mean, unless you're a kicker, but even back then, kickers used to get creamed. It didn't even matter, So it's like unless you're a kicker, like you're getting damaged, like you're getting the head damage, like so it's like. I mean, it's not going to stop because the NFL treats the players like crash dummies. Like everything is like it's either experimental or whatever. Like, I mean, let me bring up the next topic. With Tua on the Dolphins, like because I remember our last podcast, like we were riffing before the podcast. We didn't record this, and I mentioned something about Tua, like how fucked up it was that Tua he got knocked out in the game, and he was trying to walk it off, and he couldn't, and his lineman had to hold him up, and 4 days later. He's back on the field. Actually,
no, he came back in the game in that same game after though.
Yeah, he came back in that same game when and they were talking about it's an upper back injury. But upper back injury, but dude could barely.
It looks like he caught the left uppercut from Tank Davis.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and then he does that, and then 4 days later, he's in the game and he gets slung to the ground and he rolls over. And he throws up all types of gang signs. Like,
he was like having a seizure, having a seizure on the ground.
Yeah, I've never seen fingers curl up like the way that his guy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like, and we was like, I was like, you see, now you're supposed to like, and people were actually predicting that this would actually probably would happen to him, and it happened. Of course, happened in the worst time, because. A national TV or Amazon Prime if you have it, because it's not on TV really, and it's like goddamn, it's like you guys knew that he had a concussion, like it wasn't no damn upper back injury, and then you let him do that, and dude pretty much got his computer rebooted. Right?
No, well, the physician that approved it was actually an independent. Like he wasn't part of the team. He was an independent physician. So like he's got a lawsuit coming his way.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like CTE in the NFL hasn't been talked about that much until they made that Netflix documentary on Aaron Hernandez. That's when I feel like people really started talking about CTE. But there've been so many other football players who've been like on the Oprah show, and they've talked about these things.
And the concussion movie.
Yeah,
the concussion movie. Yeah, like the NFL is $1 billion industry. They that's why they have that's why they're trying to correct some of their mistakes. Like they have the lawsuits that come in, and also they're like, hey, we'll pay for your medical care and stuff like that. Like some of these cats, like modern medical care is just it's not going to cure them. It's just going to try to make them as comfortable as possible. Even though the symptoms are going to get worse. Like that's the reality. But the NFL is like they can't have the NFL being banned because it generates way too much money. Not just for them, but also for the players as well. So they're not going to get rid of, So, I mean, all the movies, like, basically, it's going to have to take people dying literally on the field, in order to say, hey, well, football might be a little bit too dangerous. We might need.
If we see a death on the field, that might be the end of football as we know it.
Well,
I don't think the NFL could recover from that.
I mean, today there's only been one death, and it wasn't a head. It was someone who had a heart attack on the field. And that was like 40 something or 50 years ago. That's the only on-field death that I know of. Everyone else that's like, obviously it was just probably later on. Because I know it wasn't a good look when you see a lot of the players from the 70s and 80s. If they don't they're all messed up. Like big time. It's like, and then the NFL is like, they try to keep that quiet, but it's like, as long as they have a voice, they're going to keep saying it. And then, Tua is just the latest example of someone who's probably, I mean, now the Dolphins are like, hey, we don't even know when he's actually going to come back to play. I mean, they're probably going to they're going to keep him up for some months. Like because they have to now because he's under a microscope.
I think if somebody died on the field, they wouldn't shut the NFL down. The NFL is America's sport. Like they'll just implement some.
But how many people have really died on the field though? People are not really dying on the field.
No.
But if it were to happen,
one person.
they'll get over it.
I just feel like their credibility will complete the NFL's credibility will take a big hit if something like that were to happen. It's just not, the optics are just terrible, especially because they're not paying attention to anything. Like everything they're doing, they're not listening to people. Like they're following the money, and it's gonna get them caught up eventually. The way they're moving.
Right. Yeah, it's like, I mean, like I said, there's only so many, like I said, because I said before, like all the football players are pretty much crash test dummies. You know, it's just pretty much all the, you know, whether it's like the PEDs or the medications or whatever they take, you know, pills, you know, other pills, like, you know, I mean, it all comes to a head. It will come to a head because, I mean, the average NFL career is what, like 3 years, if even that. 3 to 5 years is the average, like the average career span of a player. Yeah, I mean, I had a cousin in the NFL, second cousin. Like I think he lasted 9 years. I mean, so far he's sound of mind. You know, nothing's like, you know, he's cool right now, but we'll see in time. But at least, you know, he made it out and he actually made his money, so he's good. But you know, it's like you just don't know how much damage he's gonna, you know, these football players are gonna have. So it's just like that Tua shit. Just now it's all up in the news again. So. Yeah, now it's like football, you know, you get, oh, football shouldn't be played. Football's too dangerous. Football's this. Kids shouldn't be playing football. So,
well, you know, it's funny. I'll say this. You know, I grew up loving football, you know, playing football myself. There's a lot of people that I knew that like grew up that played football, that loved football, and they would like tell me straight up, I would never put my son in football. Like, it's gotten to that point where people are just like, I don't know if football's like. I don't know if football's the way anymore. We got to teach our kids something else other than football.
I remember when I was in high school, I played football and stuff, but freshman year, you know, talking to some kids, you know, and some kid, I was like, you want to join the football team? He's like, no. And I was like, okay. And he's like, my mom won't let me. I thought it was weird at first, you know, but now it all makes sense. Yeah, I don't blame people that don't want their kids to play football.
Yeah, I don't want my nephew playing football, but he plays football. But here in Florida, that's a big thing. Football is huge.
That's life out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Pee-wee football, that stuff is big here in Florida. So.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if I had a kid, I mean, if he wanted to play football, it would be like, do I let him do that? But then also too, do I also want him to actually learn how to box? I'd be really conflicted.
I'll put my son in baseball. Like get that $100 million, $300 million contract.
Oh man, but yeah, you know, football. I mean, like I said, I mean, yeah, that Tua shit is I mean, it's not gonna go away. It's pretty much as soon as Tua is activated, to actually go back into the regular lineup. You know, the spotlight's gonna be all on him, and then, you know, and obviously it's probably gonna be a target too. Like, you know, they're gonna try to test him, see if they can sling him down again, see if he's gonna do that shit again. So it's a brutal sport. Oh man, so let's see, for other stuff that went on in week 4. Let's see, anything else big that went on in week 4? Or in the first 4 weeks?
Not that I can think of. Oh, of course. We got one more we forgot. Since we mentioned Antonio Brown and his relationship with Tom Brady. You know, Tom Brady and his own relationship with his own damn family. This man came back for one more year, you know, against his family's wishes. And he retired. Remember, he retired and then said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna be a family man just yet. I'm gonna come back and play football. And seems like his family is about to be gone because him and Giselle are already got lawyers up. So it's like, damn, the GOAT's going out like this. Damn shame. He's about to lose his family over football.
Yeah, and I don't think that picture of Antonio Brown posting him hugging Giselle.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good move either. I was just saying, I mean, just, you know, fanning the flames of whatever, you know. But I mean, Tom Brady. I mean, Tom Brady is getting older. I mean, he can still sling that ball, but he's clearly getting older. I mean, his old, because, you know, the Bucs O-line isn't that great. So I mean, I've seen him. He's getting sacked more. It's like, it's just like, you know,
real quick. You think that nigga should have? You think he should have required? You think he should have retired or stayed home with Giselle?
Hell, stay home. I mean, he's 45. Like, look,
I would have stayed home. I would have laid up with my wife.
Brady,
if he had that urge to play again, that means she wanted to be out there, and so him being at home, he would have been miserable. Everything would have.
You know what that means? Hold on, I'm about to do some salacious shit. You know what that means? That means he loves the game more than he loves her.
Well, I mean, sometimes it is.
I mean, it bees like that, bro. Like it's true. But the funny thing is too is like because remember Brady has like that deal where he could be like in the booth. He has like a $300 million deal to go in the booth after he retires.
But hold on. On the flip side, on the nigga side, Giselle got to realize like, yo, this is this man's life work. Like he was playing football before he met you, baby girl. Let him get this shit done. Like he can't play this shit forever. Them niggas gonna hit him hard enough. He gonna be like, all right, fuck it, I'm done. But you just gotta, ride it out.
Yeah, because he's lucky that
all these women out here with they men who working regular jobs.
Yeah,
they with they nigga letting him work, and he go to work, and she don't be like, oh no, I need you to stay home this month. You've been working too much. Like, bitch, we got bills.
Yeah,
but you understand. Giselle has more money than him. That's the problem.
That means nothing. That means nothing to a man's passion. To a man's passion. So you telling me if Drake marries Oprah, he should stop making music because she got more money than him?
In my case, yes.
Nigga, no. No, not if it's his passion. Not if it's something that he desires to do every day that he's been doing every morning. Not if he wakes up and records 30 songs a day and then he marries Oprah and be like, all right, fuck it, she got mills, I'm straight.
Well, she gonna be pissed with a normal guy because the normal retirement age is 55. So she's lucky that she has somebody who will retire way before 65. So,
Yeah, I feel like it's just a whole bunch of blow up for no reason. Like a scorn woman once again strikes the pen. She mad, and I guarantee Tom didn't file. He just got the lawyers to make sure that he gets his just dues,
yeah,
his just desserts.
To make sure he's not giving up half.
Well, she made more than him, so really, he's probably got lawyers to take half of her shit.
For real.
But I mean, I will say, even with all that though, Tom doesn't seem to be affected all that much how he play. I mean, how he's actually been playing. So it's like, but I mean, clearly, dude should really get out of dude had the perfect ending. I don't know what he wants.
He had said from the beginning he wanted to play until he was 45, and he's 45 now. So it seems like this is it. It's got to be it for him. So
I used to live right by that stadium, and oh my god, I hate. Sorry, the city of Tampa, but I used to hate when they scored because the cannon would go off every time they scored. So I definitely don't miss that. So.
Yeah,
I would have stayed there while he was there. They would have been scoring all those touchdowns.
I got family in Tampa. In Tampa, lives there. That not too far from the stadium. So I would be annoyed too. Like if I had to hear that.
I was in walking distance. So that was.
Now imagine how annoyed I was when dude was on the Pats. Like literally, like if every time the Pats won a Super Bowl, if I had to go into the city, like I wouldn't be able to do it. Like the trains would be all full. Or if I was near Gillette Stadium, because Gillette Stadium is about maybe a half hour away from where I live. So like if I go there, it's like you're stuck on the road for like 2 hours because it's like it's packed. You can't get in, you can barely get out. So it's like, that's annoying as fuck. And never mind, of course, the arrogant Pats fans too that I had to deal with.
Man, hey, I've been to these Miami Dolphins games down here, yo, and I swear the New York fans give it up. I love going to whenever the Jets play the Dolphins, the Bills play the Dolphins, the Giants. I don't know why, but New York show up in Miami, yo. They like the whole stadium be blue and shit.
Yeah, they show up in Tampa for the Yankees when they're playing the Tampa Bay Rays because I don't know. I guess people always migrate from the Bronx.
Well, that too, yeah. Because my Florida has a bunch of retired people from New York.
Plus, and then the Yankees actually the spring training thing is in Tampa. It's right by Raymond James Stadium.
But
They be
when
running
I
them
used to go
Bills
to Tampa
games.
Bay games, it was filled with nothing but Yankee fans.
Well, I mean, Miami's a nice city to be in. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't even blame.
But all the Miami niggas are here already, so why the fuck are they for these games? The fuck? We don't have to migrate nowhere. We already here, so why the fuck? What the fuck? The green and orange, nigga.
Well, I'll say this from what I've heard. I mean, and I'm not from Miami, but the rap on Miami has always been that Miami's sports fans are very fair weather. Like
it depends. It depends on where you at. Honestly,
like for the
it
Heat,
depends on where you at. Like in Broward County, Fort Lauderdale area, like nobody has a team that they like. Like the Heat is universal. Everybody likes the Heat. Everybody likes the Marlins. When it comes to football and shit like that, like them niggas got random teams. Oh, I'm a fucking Chiefs fan. Oh, I like the Titans. Like what the fuck?
The Miami fans, they're big on the Hurricanes.
Yes, the Hurricanes are the one team
or
that
FSU.
they're super supportive of.
Because
or Florida State.
Because
Florida State's all the way at the border. So it's no way. Miami is like that's the only thing I see.
No, UM, yeah.
Is the Hurricanes.
Well, I mean, I just say that because like the Heat, if you look at like before LeBron got there, and even then after LeBron left, their attendance attendance wise, where they ranked was middle of the pack. Like they
they don't support it
because it's more like flashy. Like if you look at a Heat game on TV, everybody got on different colors because it's just niggas. Oh, we in Miami. Fucking let's go to the Heat game. I don't even know who's playing. Let's just go. Type shit. Niggas don't give a fuck if it's the Heat. Niggas don't give a fuck if it's the cold.
It's funny because 2 years ago when I went down to Miami for vacation, and while I was there for a week, I actually went to a Heat game because the Nets were in town. So like, oh, let me go. And like, they weren't that like the stadium was not packed as I thought it would be. I thought I was because I'm a visitor. I thought I was gonna be people going to heckle me, do all that shit. Like I felt right at home. Like damn, you're making me comfortable as shit. Like it's not packed. You're not booing the visitors. It's just like damn, all right. I'm cool with this. So it's just interesting.
Yeah, Miami got the fair weather fans, man. Yeah, because I always say, because usually I know you guys say you love the Heat. Sometimes though, when I watch those Heat games and then shits and they're not really winning like that, them shits are not full at all. Like you can see all the empty seats like down to like the to the floor and everything, bro. Yeah, fair weather is the word.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, so I think I know we're coming up to like an hour and everything like that. So yeah, like I said,
we booming out this bitch with content, nigga. Keep it coming. What else we got?
You stupid, yo. But definitely early in the season though, and like P said, probably by week 8 and week 9, the shit will be different. Obviously, I'm hoping that the Eagles are still number 1 because it makes my day that every time the Eagles win, I go make my clip of the whole McFadden and Whitehead ain't no stopping us now the Eagles version, and I put that on along with the score, because that people love that, or, of course, or they hate it either way. But yeah, I need to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely excited. I know the Eagles.
Fuck the Eagles, yo. The Bears, nigga. Let's do a quick. No, I'm just playing. Let's do a quick start.
I'm just hoping we can get by the Cardinals this coming week.
Nigga, we get it. Y'all got an easy schedule. You're 4-0. Good job. Weak ass division. Nigga, nigga, we're 3 teams have winning record. Except for the lone, the Skins. I'm not calling them the Commanders because they ain't no goddamn Commanders. It's
they're the Deadskins,
bro. Yo, let's do a quick stardom sit-em. I gotta ask Peace to see who I should play this week. I'm trying to go 3-2, nigga. I can't be playing with these niggas.
Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers versus Giants. That's a start, right?
I mean, do you have any other options besides Aaron Rodgers on your bench?
Justin
Who's your
Fields.
other quarterback?
Justin Fields.
No.
Justin Fields.
Rodgers, please.
Stay with Rodgers.
Yes.
Because he's been kind of disappointing, and he cost me my first 2 games. That's why I be questionable with starting him. But
go with the safe bet and go with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, the safe play.
Justin Fields doesn't have one.
Okay, next person, start him. Devonte Adams. This nigga's been fucking me over, honestly. What the fuck is going on? What's up with Derek Carr? Derek Carr cannot throw a fucking ball to save his life.
Dude, Devonte Adams is an automatic start. You should not be benching Devonte Adams. Like, no.
But this nigga's not getting no.
What?
Okay.
Start him. Yeah, don't bench him. The fuck. Anybody else? Yo, anybody else?
No, I guess not.
I guess that's it.
You hear me?
Oh yeah, we hear you. Yeah.
Devin Singletary versus Pitt.
That's actually a good matchup. Who are your other running backs?
My other running backs are Michael Carter, Aaron Jones, and I've just picked up this guy. What's his name? Brian Robinson Jr. for the Commanders.
Okay, so if those are your 4, I definitely start Aaron Jones. Because Aaron Jones should be a must start.
And Michael Carter, he's been disappointing because sometimes he pops off, sometimes he does.
Michael Carter is he's clearly becoming the second running back. Breece Hall is surpassing him in the pecking order, and the Dolphins are pretty good against the run, so I wouldn't start him. Start Aaron Jones and Devin Singletary because the Steelers give up rushing yards. So that Jones and Singletary.
Okay. All right. So what you think? Kyle Pitts is the start or Everett?
Start. What do you say? Pitts or Everett?
Kyle Pitts was my high draft choice for a tight end, and this nigga's just trash as fuck.
Well, actually,
this Mariota.
Pitts might be hurt because he didn't practice today. He has a hamstring injury, so that's something to keep an eye on. You might have to start with Everett right now.
But Everett's been killing it, but I've been having him on the bench to play instead of fucking Kyle Pitts. I should have had him swap because Everett's been killing it week in and week out.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Man.
No, I would go with Pitts if he's healthy. Go with Pitts. I think this might be a good week for him. He's always going to get the volume because they don't have that many options in the Falcons, except for him and Drake London. That's about it. So I would go with Pitts still. Yeah.
And there you go. That's your fantasy.
Good looking out, nigga. But if I lose, nigga, you owe me money, nigga.
Oh, nigga, don't blame me. Oh, of course you're gonna do. You asked me so that if it doesn't go out, you blame me. Like,
look, nigga, if Kyle Pitts scored 2 touchdowns, nigga, it's me and you. Nigga.
What do y'all do that fantasy football on? Like FanDuel and stuff like
that? I do it on the Yahoo Fantasy. That's the best thing to me. I don't like nothing else.
I have one draft on one league of the ESPN.
I don't like the layout to ESPN.
I don't like it either, but it wasn't my decision, so it is what it is.
Big money league or a small money league?
No, that's a dynasty league. It's with a couple of people on boxing Twitter.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Everybody from last year is trash now, so it's like, damn. If you had anybody good last year, it don't even matter.
Well, this is our first year doing it. A couple of one of the guys one of the guys from boxing Twitter is organizing it. I'm like, you know what? I'll do it. Why not?
Damn. Who was your first pick?
I had the first overall pick. I picked Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, so you eating?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You should be good for the next 2 or 3 years in that league.
I stack my team so that I'm good for another. Because some of these people don't understand how Dynasty works. Like, they're dropping players that they should be keeping. Like, I put in the group chat because somebody dropped Trey Lance. And I'm like, why the fuck would you drop Trey Lance? It's a Dynasty league. Just stash him in your IR.
Yeah, exactly. Put him in IR because that nigga's going to be playing for the next 5 years and he's going to be top level once these other niggas retire.
Yeah, so... Yeah,
the retirement list gonna get long real soon, nigga. You see how Drew Brees and them niggas dropped out.
What'd you say, Nika?
I said, why are you helping people? You let them drop their players.
No, I mean, I only did it because I picked him up. I made sure to not say anything until I picked him up, and I'm like, why are you doing? Like, you're an idiot. Like, almost like you're an idiot for doing that. But
thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great. And obviously, if P's device doesn't work, Rome, you can ask Pilot next and see what he has to say.
Yeah, ask
Pilot. I'm not getting no Rams players, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm about to drop the defense as soon as I get off the pod.
You good, brother? You good?
No, but what's the game we got for tomorrow night? What's the Thursday night game?
Colts Broncos.
Oh, trash. I'm probably not gonna watch.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it as I'm packing tomorrow, but yeah.
Final score is gonna be 13-9, nigga.
Yo, what is up with all these baseball ass scores, yo? 11-10. I was like 14.
You just can't find the end zone to save their life. It's
I'm saying, like the safety is the best. It's like the big offensive plays now. Like the fuck.
Niggas are just blocking field goals, blocking punts, recovering fumbles, getting interceptions. Like, this shit is like fucking backyard shit.
I'm definitely not impressed with the overall special teams play that's going on in the fucking league, especially my Eagles. I think it's probably the one weakness that they do have. Like, we got no playmakers on special teams except for Jake.
I like that nigga Duvernay from Baltimore. I seen he ran it back week 3?
Oh,
straight back. Yeah. That nigga Duvernay. Shout out Lamar Jackson, nigga. That nigga killing it. Pay that man.
Yo, he's carrying that team though, but yeah, that loss.
That nigga is killing it. Nah, he's playing. He has a hard schedule, but he is shredding the stats, nigga. Like
the Ravens are a Lamar Jackson injury away from being the worst team in the league.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
Facts. Who was their backup though? They probably got a black backup. That nigga probably can run too.
No, I mean it used to be RG3, but not anymore. He's too busy.
Now he's in the booth.
Yeah, so. I don't know who it is, but they'll be trash without him. So pay that man.
Yeah,
that nigga RG3 has the fastest career in history.
Yo, his career is.
That nigga played for 2 years, became a broadcaster. What type of shit is that? How the fuck?
I mean, the Skins, they ruined that man's career. So I'm just glad that he actually has, that he actually fell into a gig though. Yeah, because it's it's partly his fault, but partly because they say, hey, let's keep running him, even though his knee was.
They thought he was Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson because he was.
That nigga was fast though.
His arm was proven. His arm was proven.
Yeah, but then dude used to be just running dude ran like a motherfucker. Like he didn't try to beat he didn't try to beat these cats with his arm. He was running all over the fucking place, and then I
still remember the play that took him down. I think it broke his leg last game of the season or some shit. Was it the Eagles?
It was in the playoff game, and then I remember he was about to run, and then that knee buckled, and I remember we were all like, because I was watching with my brother and
sisters. And it was on 4th down. I was like to win the game or some shit. That was like crazy.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my god, like goddamn. And I just looked up. Yeah, Tyler Huntley is the Ravens' backup quarterback. And,
worst team, 30th.
I can't wait to see how this season unfolds for real though.
Hey Bears, let's get another win. Let's go Bears, nigga. What?
Who are they facing next?
The Vikings.
Oh fuck. Yo, I hate when we had divisional games, yo. When we play the Lions, when we play the Packers, them niggas whoop our ass, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
But let me ask you something. What do you think of Trey Lance going down?
No, I thought it was terrible because Trey Lance looked real nice when he was playing. Like, he looked not like nice, like he was doing good. He was throwing picks, but it looked like very. He had a lot of potential. I could see it, like the way he was moving his legs, his poise, his posture, the way he would launch that bitch.
Right.
Like, it looked like he was gonna be like, he looked like Pat Mahomes kind of playing when he was playing a little bit, but he looked like a faster version of Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, that whole it was the ankle drift. That was like I felt for him. I was like, God damn.
I feel like if he had 2 more games, in there, he would have been looking nice. Throwing three a game type shit. 49ers would be a problem.
Yeah, for real. Hey.
But
But hey, Jimmy G's a game manager, so yeah, I mean he'll do his best to keep him, keep him over 500.
Garoppolo ain't gonna keep him nowhere, nigga. Deebo Samuel's gonna have to throw 3 touchdown passes a game for them niggas to get some wins.
Here we go.
For real.
But let's see. So
call it how I see it.
Yeah,
the Niners play the Panthers. The Niners play the Panthers this year.
Oh, that's a dub. You got a dub, kid.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's an easy dub. Baker Mayfield ain't shit.
And probably I'm rooting for the Rams to beat the Cowboys. Like I'm rooting for them hard.
It's up in the air, bro.
Everybody's rooting against the Cowboys, but the Rams is just too sorry to pull it out. I'm sorry.
But those be the teams that end up beating a team like the Cowboys.
Like Cooper Kupp gonna get 15 catches for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a loss. That shit's crazy. That shit's nuts. Like, what the fuck? What happened to Aaron Donald, yo? Why them niggas not? What's wrong with Jalen Ramsey and them, yo?
Jalen Ramsey has fallen the fuck off.
The defense fell off. Like, what? Why the defense can't stop nobody?
Jalen Ramsey fell off.
Number 1 defense. Jalen Ramsey was to like the number 23rd defense. Like, what the fuck?
Man, Jalen Ramsey was better when he was gay. Ever since he stopped acting zesty, he fell off.
Dude used to be like a lockdown, but now it's just like I don't know what he's doing. He gets burnt like niggas be doing like fucking double moves and shit like that, and he falls for that. He bites on that, and they fucking just go past him. I
feel like he's overselling his talent. Like he's gambling way too much instead of being more disciplined on his sit downs, playing where he's supposed to play. Like sometimes you just got to do what your position is. You can't jump on everything, think you finna run everything back. Niggas know you the best corner on the team. They're not gonna throw you that. Right. They're gonna throw you the most difficult pass. Like you're not gonna be able to guard it. You're gonna need help whenever they throw it your way. So just stop jumping the pass, yo. You gonna let niggas. Everybody that's scoring on the Rams is scoring on Ramsey, and it's sad because he's the best player on that. Player on that defense besides Aaron Donald.
I was gonna say no. Aaron Donald's by far their best.
Besides Aaron Donald, but like, come on, like, and he's way better than that. It's like they lost track of all discipline on defense. Them niggas don't give a fuck who's scoring. They just like, oh, Matt Stafford's gonna throw it to Cooper Kupp, and we'll be back. And y'all missing Robert. Y'all missing Robert Woods. Y'all missing Robert Woods. I'm telling you.
Rome, did I ever tell you this whole thing, the fantasy thing with one of my friends? One of my friends is a Rams fan, and he like a couple years ago, he had Cooper Kupp on his fantasy team, and also Todd Gurley when Todd Gurley was still on the Rams. He had him. You want to guess what his team name was?
What?
2 Gurleys, 1 Cup.
That's fire. That's fire. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's crazy. I don't know how niggas be coming up with fancy ass fantasy football names. Yo, my shit is just Chi-Town Rome. Every league.
What's yours?
Say that again?
What's your
the team name in fantasy football?
Well, my fantasy football team, because I haven't played this year, but it used to be called Merc 81 because my last name was Mercedes. So, and then I kind of the first 4 letters, kind of like a real Merc you, and then 81 is the year I was born.
That's hard.
I'm just Chi-Town Rome. That's what I thought it was supposed to be. Your city and then whatever the team name is, nigga. Niggas got all types of shit. Now, let me look at some of my team. The team names. They got Darth Vortex Squad. The 69ers. Hell no. Oh, this person who's in last place just changed their team name to Fuck.
Nice and descriptive.
That's crazy. Hell no.
Oh,
yeah, they got some
maybe one day I'll be brave and I'll dip myself. I'll take a dip in the fantasy football.
Just do one. Just start off with one. See if you like it. See if it's not as time consuming, and if not, if
it's really not. All you need is 20 minutes every Sunday morning, and then you can just fix your lineup real quick and go on about your fucking day. check back at night, see who if you won or lost. If you really into it, you're gonna be watching that shit all day like me, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie though. The only thing I don't really miss New York right now, but I do miss is making bets at Dominican barbershops. Because when you win, they give you a nice rolled up not money. So I do miss that in New York. So I don't have anything here where I can just go.
Yeah, those I know for a fact those Dominicans here in the Bronx be betting on anything. I can go to the Dominican spot and bet on fucking anything, and they'll bet. They do. So I get that.
That is actually pretty funny. Oh man, but yeah, so it's hour 50. So yeah, I think that's a good place to stop for tonight. So yeah, man, I can't wait.
We went in, nigga. Contact kings and queen, nigga. We here.
Nigga, we here. It's 11:45, my nigga.
No, I'll please.
Yeah, but so get some final thoughts in before we get up out of here. So Rome, since you spoke up, bro, you got some final thoughts for us?
Final thoughts. Tomorrow's game is gonna be ass. I might still watch because I got, who play tomorrow? You said Broncos and Colts. Yeah, I don't have nobody from either team, so. I had Brian McManus, but that nigga's trash, so I dropped his ass. But yeah, so football this week should be straight, nigga. Everybody watch, cheer for your team. Shout out the Bears, shout out the Dolphins. Hope Tua, recover, nigga. What the fuck? Y'all niggas gonna keep throwing that nigga out there while he's still hurt. That nigga's gonna die in the field, nigga. Y'all niggas crazy. Let that nigga rest up. The Dolphins got enough fucking players to fucking still get wins. All them fucking fast ass niggas, you can get anybody to go out there and play quarterback. Like stop. Right. Like stop trying to abuse that nigga. Like he's been in the league. He been in the league 2 years, 3 years?
But yeah.
This is his third year.
This is his third year.
Third year, yeah. Too early to kill him. So that's my final thoughts, nigga.
That's what it is. Nika, your final thoughts?
Hopefully we do get this win that you said that we should get. I want to thank you guys for having me on. I feel like part of the score already.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're definitely squad now, so that's what it is, yo. I mean, you make clips and you make Rome a little viral. So yeah, you squad now. So
no, because let me tell you, I'm a hell on Twitter, but I've been like very subdued because Twitter be on my ass. I've had 30 accounts, so I have to take it easy. So,
yeah, please, Nika, we can't have you banned again.
I feel like Twitter wants me to stay on there, so they warn me every time I try to put a tweet that I shouldn't, because every time I try to cuss somebody out like the way I want to, they always correct me and say, do you want to put this tweet out? So that's why I think this account lasted so long, because before I tweet something crazy, they warn me. I'm like, that's why I always like edit it and be like, I guess I should change it, because whatever I'm gonna say right now is gonna get me suspended. So.
Right. I mean, sometimes it is what it is, though. But like I said, Twitter's you're too real for Twitter.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. But those trolls on Twitter, they're like, whoa, they get you going, and they make you want to say crazy shit on there. So.
Well, maybe one day one of them will confront you in person and have the you won't be afraid to do it, and then
Well, I'm actually a very nice person. I just have a short temper, and I don't tolerate disrespect. And a lot of people on boxing Twitter are very disrespectful because they're safe behind their keyboards. They like to use those characters, and that's it.
Yeah, no, it is what it is.
I mean, the funny thing is, I think this is why LB fucks with you, because you're like a female version of LB. You're a female version of Sterling. So I think he likes that low key, because he's like that too. He's cool, but once you get him going, he ends it when he wants to. He's gonna keep his foot on your neck.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people. They be like, "Oh, Nika, let it go," and I'm like, "No. When somebody pisses you off, you can't tell them when they need to let shit go. That's not how it works. You don't get to dictate how I react to stuff and how long I react to it or when I let it go."
That's what it is. Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, no, we're definitely glad that you're able to make it, and obviously, we hope to have you on other future casts for sure.
No, I'll definitely be back. You guys are fun over here, so.
Of course, yeah, they're fun. We also like to keep it real because it's real talk. So Pilot, what about you, bro?
Not much more than everybody said. You know what it is, ringingradio.com and Ringing Radio on every platform imaginable. Follow us, tap in, hit the notifications, all the trendy buzzwords, show that love. Shouts out to Nick coming again. Of course, it's been a pleasure, and, thanks for everybody out there. That's all I got.
Yes, sir. P?
I mean, you know what it is. Ring Gang Radio all day, every day. You know where to find us at Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, ringgangradio.com. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nika for coming through again.
But you know what? I'm gonna say what you did. You didn't invite me on here earlier.
What's up?
We've been friends on boxing Twitter. You never invited me on.
I mean, I was picking my spot, and it was the right time. So you know what I'm saying?
It's always the right time to talk about sports. I don't hear.
Nah. I feel you. But the thing is, with these guys, they're always not on Twitter like that, like how we are. So they don't know everybody. So it's sometimes just bringing around people and certain I'll say this. And for you, I knew.
So you guys are new to Twitter, so you just now kind of seeing how boxing Twitter.
Well, no, I'm not new to Twitter. I'm actually, like I said, I do the Ring Gang Twitter, so and I've actually met a lot of people from Twitter. I've actually met some of the people on there, so I'm not necessarily new. But P's more active on the whole Twitter, on the Twitter day to day in terms of the boxing Twitter.
Boxing Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, and I just know that certain people. Even if I like them, I know that if I bring them on here, that they won't really mesh. People that there are some people, and Pat knows who I'm talking about, that they want to come on, and I want to bring them on, and I will. But some of them, it might be a 3 kind of thing. Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. But you know what I'm saying? Glad you came through. Nika, appreciate it. You're welcome at any time. Anybody that's listening, go subscribe to Nika's YouTube channel, Knockouts with Nika. Shout out to Christine. Women Crushing It Wednesday was dope.
Yes,
I caught in today. Always dope. I always fuck with y'all. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say about that. Let's get it. Ring Gang.
Yep, and then the only thing I got to say is, thank God for the Philadelphia Eagles that's making my fall, just.
Nigga, I hope y'all niggas lose the next 4 games, honestly, and then I'll be like, yo, perfect, because your ass too hype about these little ass 4 wins y'all got. Yeah, y'all blew out some trash ass teams, nigga. Good for you. We gonna talk week 10. Week 10, if them niggas still undefeated, I'll give you your props. How about that?
Jeez, bro, you gotta do me like that. Wait a minute, don't we face y'all niggas this season? Yeah, we do. Oh. Yeah, week 15.
Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're gonna get that respect then. You better show me some respect week 15, bro.
What you mean? Justin Fields gonna run all over Jalen Hurts?
It's funny you believe that, but yeah, week 15, bro. You gotta catch what the Vikings got, bro. Don't worry about that. So, but other than that, football. It's actually been highly entertaining outside of the baseball ass scores. I don't want to see no more fucking 12-11 scores and no damn football. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see a number 5 in 5 points in the quarter. You gotta get the fuck out of there with that one too. None of that bullshit. Score. And special teams play needs to improve as well. I'm tired of seeing blocked field goals. I'm tired of seeing kickers not know how to fucking kick too. That's another.
Yo, is it just me or kickers got worse? What the fuck?
Yeah. You had one job, my nigga, and that's to fucking kick.
Listen, when I was growing up, nigga, I used to always think a touchdown was 7 points because niggas never missed field goals. Now everybody missing field goals. A nigga score, I go to get a snack, I come back, I'm like 6. Yeah.
That needs to improve all around the whole fucking league. that's
I can kick a 15-yard field goal. These niggas need to stop, yo. And you got fucking 10 niggas that are fucking 500 pounds blocking for you. You better kick that shit through the fucking yellow pole.
Yo, facts. You know, but other than that, though, yeah, football's been, you know, highly entertaining, and yeah, you know, for those that tune in, yeah, they're definitely, you know, just, you know, sub to our channel, and then also sub to Knockouts with Nika. You know, like I said, you know, she's gang now, so yeah, you definitely gotta support her, you know, and then yeah, like I said, you know, just YouTube and our website, you know, sub to ours, tell your friends about us, and then we can all be friends because we do this shit for y'all. And yeah, we'll definitely have some, you know, probably have more football conversations, probably in probably in week 8 or so, week 8 or 9, we'll probably have, you know, because like I said, you know, shit might have changed by then, but we'll wait and see. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for King P, Bodega P, for Conscious Pilot, for Rome Top 5, aka Chicago Win, and for our guest, you know, Nika, you know, aka Nike Tyson, or Knockouts with Nika, whoever you want to call it. Just make sure you call her. Make sure you refer to her with respect.
Yep. So this y'all know that's right. Sure.
Yeah. So this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.